Hey guys, welcome to my art channel, Deadpan.Doodles, and today I'm going to be drawing 10 different art styles of Grimace from McDonald's. We all remember that trend of, Grimace from McDonald's where the kids would pour the milkshakes all over themselves and kind of die from the milkshake, whatever. I didn't really understand the trend. Like, what happened to them? What happened to all those people who were victims of Grimace? Did they just die because they drank the milkshake? Did they die because Grimace saw them drink it and then he went and assaulted them and dumped the milkshake all over them? Or am I overanalyzing it? I don't know, whatever. Let's jump right into these 10 different styles of Grimace. In this first style, this is my very own style, Deadpan.Doodles, hence my channel name, Deadpan.Doodles. And I started doing this art account on Instagram called Deadpan.Doodles about a month ago. And it's just really bubbly cartoons with they're just various like animals and inanimate objects with a deadpan face on them, hence the name. It's pretty stupid, but I've been having fun with it, and I want to make it more than just an Instagram account, which is why I'm making this YouTube channel. And part of the reason why I'm doing this challenge is to explore different art styles to see if I can expand on my own Deadpan.Doodle art style and improve it and develop it and make it more than what it already is. For this Tim Burton art style of Grimace, I've never done this style before, or for that matter, anything like this style. One thing that stood out in particular for me was how in all of Tim Burton's movies, whether animated or whatever, they're pretty creepy, but there's something not cute, but like wholesome about it. Not wholesome, I don't know. It's just like it's creepy, but it's not scary. Does that make sense? I don't know, but I feel like this is creepy and also scary. I don't know, I messed around with the line work. I also liked darkening the hands and feet. I saw another YouTuber do that, and I thought that was a pretty good trick to put this more in the Tim Burton art style. Another thing that I noticed in Tim Burton's art style is the muted colors that he uses. So I gave this Grimace a muted purple as the undercoat, and then topped it off with some also muted like highlights and shadows. I'm not sure if I went a little too dull or if I could have added more contrast. Let me know in the comments what you think of this one, because I'm really interested in what you guys think about all these styles for that matter, but for this one in particular, how did I do? Did I do Tim Burton justice or not? Let me know. For this next one, this is Adventure Time, and this one is essentially my Deadpan.Doodle art style already, kind of. Very similar, at least in the way that I went about drawing him, except he has much skinnier arms and legs because of the Adventure Time style. Also, his whole body shape is just a very much more geometric than and less blob. It's still blobby, but there's a geometric element to that as well, and I think it turned out pretty well. For the Looney Tunes style, I was having issues with this one because there's just so many characters, like, and each character kind of has their own like micro art style to it under the overarching Looney Tunes style. And so I think I took a lot of inspiration from the rooster, the chicken, whatever that guy is. I forget his name. And I almost went with like the orange monster guy as heavy inspiration, but that wasn't, it just wasn't working. So I went with more of the rooster, and just very animated. I don't really know how to describe how I went about this one. I just kind of copied different aspects of the different characters, mashed them together, and I'm pretty happy with the result. And I think I give him a little tuft in his head and his arm to make it a little more roostery. Next is this Diary of a Wimpy Kid one, which I don't really know why I picked this one now that I'm looking back on it. Maybe I was a little lazy and just wanted something to be quick, but this one is deceivingly difficult. Maybe not deceivingly, because it's just black and white, and a key aspect of Grimace is his purpliness, and this is just lacking that purpliness. So it's whatever. Like, I guess this is how Grimace would look in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't know. For Fairly Odd Parents, you know, I could have made him just like standing up like all the other characters, but for some reason I really wanted to make him a fairy. That just seemed more appealing to me, so I'm making him a fairy today. Something really iconic that stood out to me for Fairly Odd Parents, specifically in the fairies, was his legs and how they're kind of posed and, you know, crooked and all. And then I was watching this other art YouTuber do this challenge, and they did Fairly Odd Parents, and they were talking about the difference or the contrast between really curvy lines and really straight lines. So I took inspiration from that as well, and also the really dark line work around the entire character. I don't watch South Park, so this one was not difficult because of that, but I was basically just copying like the base character shape, which is just, you know, the circular head and flat shapes and whatnot. It just was like a reskin of, I don't even know the characters' names, whatever those characters are. So I made him, you know, more wide at the bottom and skinnier at the top, and I guess it's, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's South Park, sure. SpongeBob. So for SpongeBob, if you don't know this, SpongeBob has been a long-lasting favorite show of mine, or one of my favorites. It still stands the time. Seasons 1 through 3 only, maybe 1 through 4. But I wanted to do flats at first, or like a flats-based art style for Grimace, but it wasn't really working out. He just kind of started to look like a reskin of Flats, the character from SpongeBob, and it just didn't sit right with me. So I ended up making this Grimace more of just a generic character from SpongeBob, or a generic fish with fins. You know, he's got the back fins and side fins and the, you know, the classic legs, except he's a little bigger. You know, he's a little wider at the bottom, and he's got those classic SpongeBob beach shorts, yeah, with the flowers on them. And he's got his milkshake. He's pretty happy about it. I think this represents SpongeBob pretty well. What do you guys think of this one? For this next art style, this one might be my favorite. And I don't know how many of you out there, you know, read Dr. Seuss. I'm assuming a lot of you. It's pretty classic. I still have some Dr. Seuss books on my shelves. I, you know, read it growing up, and my parents read it to me growing up. And so I took a lot of inspiration, and mostly from Starbellied Sneetches. And again, I was watching other YouTube artists kind of do this 10 style challenge. And one of them was talking about like the wispy hands and the wispy feet of the characters from Dr. Seuss, or a lot of them. And I like that, and I think that one made sense for Grimace, so I went with that. And I think the Starbellied Sneetches also might have those wispy like hands and feet. I'll have to check back on that. But from memory, I think they do. And I also like how I stacked the cups on this one, or the milkshakes, and how they're kind of balancing in a whimsical way, and the straw is kind of doing a loop-de-loop through both of them, and then dumping out onto his head, not really supported by anything. I was really proud of this one for that reason. I think I really captured not only like the visual style of Dr. Seuss, but also like the whimsicaliness of Dr. Seuss and how he portrays his characters in his books. I also think there's like a little creepy hint of like, I don't know, that trend where except he's dumping the milkshake on himself. Whatever, I was really happy with this one. I think this one's my favorite. Last but not least is the Studio Ghibli. Yeah, Studio Ghibli art style. And for this one, I think, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I went a little lazy because it essentially is just a reskin of Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro. And yeah, that's okay with me. You know, I didn't really know how else to do Grimace because he really is just like this big monster that has a shape kind of resembling Totoro, and so I did that. And I really like the way that the line work was done on this one, and the shadowing, and I was pretty happy with this one as well. Yeah, that's 10 different art styles of Grimace. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe. I hope to see you next time. I really enjoyed this video, and I hope you did too. And till next time, I don't know how to end these videos. You know, just like the video, please. Just yeah, I really should just cut the video. Cut the video.